we need to have a conversation. There has been a lot of questions about the Roland Aerophone, and now the aerophone market, the wind synthesizer market, has exploded. Exploded is a big word, but it has actually exploded. It's gotten a lot bigger. And now there is now more emphasis to actually find out whether or not the Aerophone AE20 is still relevant today. How good is it, and how well I have been using it. So let's go. Welcome back to Musical Kinetics. This is Music in Motion, and I'm your host, Toya Raciner, and let's go straight into it. I'm just going to give you the full breakdown in this video. I'm going to start talking very simply with how much I have used it. I've actually enjoyed it a lot since I got the Roland Aerophone AE20. From those who have been in this videos with us from the beginning of this project, you realize that I wasn't into the Aerophone AE20, and actually the very first video I made talked about how bad the Aerophone A20 was, that it was just a copy of the AE30 struck down with less money just so they can make a lot more money as a company. And then I got a lot of comments telling me that I was wrong, and I ended up getting the instrument, and I found out that I was wrong, and it actually was good, a really good instrument. Actually very good value, and I have been using the Aerophone AE20 ever since. So Aerophone AE20, it hits that particular itch to have something new and something that is novel in an area. So I have gotten to play with different bands, different choirs with this instrument. Fortunate enough, there's a song coming out soon with the Roland Aerophone AE20 as the lead solo before the song starts. Already released one that has the Aerophone in there, and actually Bourne University Choir did the theme song, and I featured on that, and I played the Aerophone AE20. I was playing the Aerophone, but I was actually playing an organ, the mad organ sound. So there's going to be a link to that in this video where you can go hear what it sounds like. Actually, I'm also going to be posting another video where instead of me playing the Aerophone as an Aerophone, I actually play as a bass guitar. The funny thing was that the night before the event, the bass guitarist did not show up for rehearsal. So I just brought out my instrument and was playing around, and I hit some bass sounds, and they were like, wait, where is that sound coming from? And it just turned out that for that whole rehearsal session, I ended up just playing bass for them. So I did the theme song rehearsals on bass, and the next day that I came, I played the organ sounds, mad organ, and I got on the record, and it's visible to everybody that it was a very good addition to the project. So many things about MIDI controllers. Many people would think that MIDI controllers are just meant to be used as instruments in themselves, or they're meant to be used as a hard shell that has nothing in it that you plug into a computer and you get audio. Now, it's an excellent tool for that too, but for my testing so far, as a MIDI controller, it's really good. But again, there's always that split second delay between your sound, what you produce on the Roland Aerophone A20, and what is fed back by the computer. Might be my computer isn't fast enough to do this well. Might be that I am not really found the right balance of things. I recently did a video about Baby Audio's their BA1 synthesizer. Baby Audio sent me that synthesizer to check out and make videos about, and I did make one. Maybe I should make another one with the Aerophone AE20 specifically. But I did that, and although I got some really amazing sounds with it, I had just one quirk because while using my computer, I'm still using the 2012 MacBook Pro. So maybe that has something to do with the fact that my audio was lagged a very split second. It has nothing to do with the BA synth, by the way. I also layered with many other sounds from within the Logic sounds, and I still got that split second delay across the board. So I was able to feed in the sounds of the Aerophone AE20 directly through a quarter-inch jack and combine them with the MIDI sounds from the computer. And I did that in main stage. So if you want to check that out, go and check the YouTube shorts. You see some videos about me doing that there. I probably should do a better job explaining what I did, but if you're interested, then you can go and check that out. So, what does this all mean? It means that the Aerophone AE20 is as it's intended. It does the work that it is intended as a wind synthesizer and as a MIDI controller and as a all-round badass instrument. Okay, so what does that mean for you? What does that mean about the Aerophone AE20? I will summarize by saying that the Aerophone AE20 is versatile instrument and it does what it says it does. I have been focusing and looking at some other wind synthesizers that have just come out in the market. Nothing has blown me away with the sounds, inbuilt sounds. I'm looking at into Swarm Audio. Comments. Have you guys tried Swarm Audio? Have you tried their own plugins to see how their sounds work? If you have, let me know. I'm looking into possibly checking Swarm Audio out. If you have a link to Swarm Audio, if you have connections with them, you can also ask them to reach out to Musical Kinetics to me, and I will be glad to run their plugins on MIDI controllers and see how it stacks up with the already inbuilt saxophone sounds on the controller. I think that's going to be actually very fine to see, because maybe in the future companies like Swarm might be able to install their packets directly on an Aerophone, so that I don't have to use a computer to play their sounds, but I can actually just download that packet and use the sound drivers on the Aerophone to create those sounds. So far, I can't do that yet. We'll see if that can happen in the future. But hey, if you have any wind synthesizers, or if you have any MIDI instruments, or anything that's related to weird wind instruments that you want us to check out in the channel, Musical Kinetics, you can always reach out, send it over, or just put me in contact with whoever can make it happen, and we'll try and do that. So, importantly, I want to thank you for tuning into the channel. I recognize that this channel is not where it used to be. It's a lot bigger. It's 900 subscribers, about 910 now, and it's growing. So I know that this is an opportunity, it's a platform, and I thank you for making that possible so far. I thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your likes, for sharing, and everything around that. I've been a bit busy, granted. I've been working on another project with another channel too, and some school projects and the likes. But I am committed to sharing the quirks and peculiarities of weird woodwind instruments with you all. And I want to take this far. Okay. Thank you for this press release, and